and welcome back to my channel. My name is Christine, I'm 18 years old, and if you don't know me, I normally film videos about traveling and stuff, but today will be about my time in the psychiatry and about mental health stuff. So big trigger warning for everyone who gets triggered by topics like depression, EDs, suicidal thoughts, and also ADHD. So I was in Holland for 3 months, from the beginning of September 2022 to November. And I originally planned to do this because I wanted to get away from my life. I have been feeling miserable for a few years, and I started to notice that it doesn't get better. Texted a friend of mine, I told her what was wrong, and she told me to come back to Austria. And the thing is, I went back by train and stayed at my sister's in Vienna, and my parents didn't know that I was back because I was really embarrassed, and also I couldn't do shit. Like I wasn't capable of anything at that point. And she asked me why I was there, because I was just like, hi, I'm here, I'm back, can I stay at yours? So I stayed at her place for a week, and she also noticed in what bad shape I was, because I was just lying in bed all day and just crying all the time, and she really noticed that there was something severely wrong. So she contacted my parents, and I stayed at their place for a week. And originally the plan was that I would go to therapy and take some antidepressants from my doctor next door and some sleep medication because I wasn't sleeping at all. So that was the plan, but I couldn't get up or eat or sleep or do anything. I'm sorry for the background noise. But yeah, then they decided to put me into hospital, into psychiatry, because they saw how severe the situation was. And I think there's a certain stigma around the psychiatry, because in all those movies there are people screaming and really weird and stuff, but you go there to get better when you don't feel well mentally. So I was there, and they diagnosed me with severe depression, and I thought that I would only stay for a week, and 2 weeks passed by and I wasn't feeling better because they gave me a lot of medication, new ones, because I have never taken medication or anything in my life before for mental stuff, and they wanted to try out some things. And yeah, so the first 2 weeks passed by, and they put me in the second week into a room with a camera because they were afraid that I could do something really bad to myself. And that's where I met my best friend. She also had a lot of the symptoms I had, and so we really could understand each other really well. And yeah, that's what made me feel a bit better. But still, my situation was just so chaotic because I didn't know what was going on. But at that time I didn't really care what was going on because I didn't want to live anymore. I just didn't care about anything or anyone, sadly. But yeah, then I had a plan, a weekly plan they gave me, with tasks I had to do, simple tasks, like the simplest. But my ED got worse, also self-harming got worse because I already did before my time there, and yeah, that wasn't easy at all because there is no medication for it, and they thought I had borderline, but what I thought was that I have ADHD, and I didn't think that there was a connection between the self-harm and that. So I told them, and they said, okay, that's probably a reason why I do harm myself, because normally people have borderline who do that, but I don't. So yeah, that was probably the reason. And yeah, then it got a bit better, but before it really got better, I was at my lowest after 3 weeks or 4, because they transferred my friend to another hospital, so I was really alone there. And this time I really wanted to get better, because I knew that I got another chance, and how many people do get another chance. And yeah, so I slowly started to get better after 4 weeks or 5. And yeah, so I stayed another 2 weeks there. So in total I was for 2 months there. And yeah, and then they released me. And it's not like they released me because I was really stable, but it was more because they gave me the right medication. I also prepared a therapist for my time when I get out. The plan is now to go to a different station, to go to a psychotherapy station, and yeah, so I get the right treatment. And also I'm now out, I'm back at home, and yeah, that's what happened. And I just wanted to share my experience and tell you, you should not be embarrassed if you need help. You should get it before things get really ugly. And yeah, don't be afraid to reach out, because I know how hard it was. It took me so many years, but I really wish that I would have done it earlier to prevent things from happening, but also just because there was just so much unnecessary pain. But I think it's just my path, and what happened, and I now don't really blame myself for it, because it wasn't my fault in the first place. So please don't feel like it's your fault if you have a mental illness. So yeah, that was just what I wanted to say, and I hope I could help only one person with this video. You know, it's just really important for me to be open about this, especially if you are still young. There are not many people who go through this and talk openly about it, so I thought I would give it a chance, because I wish I had someone who I could watch and just see how it is. If you have any questions, just write them down below, and yeah, I will answer them, maybe in the next video if there are enough questions. But yeah, if you have other ideas what I could film, or what you're interested in, just also let me know. And if you like this video, just give it a thumbs up or subscribe to this channel if you want to support me. And yeah, have a great day.